get into Neo, bald headed, skittle, ain't got no hair all around. That's how you know that nigga was lying. He don't got no hair in the back of his neck.
But that's still my song.
Damn, you can't be your pants off of a touch.
You know what?
Niggas just like that.
Yeah.
I don't want no part of that. No,
So, all I did was breathe in your direction. Oh, shit. Sorry.
But, alright, let's get into it. So, his current girlfriend?
No, not his current girlfriend. There was never a girlfriend.
She's the mother of
So,
two. He had two, I think, with her. I do believe.
He got 2 kids by her.
Neo's side chick turned baby mama named Sade, whatever her name is, put him on blast on the internet last week?
Trying to like tell him what he
basically called him Diddy Jr., said he just likes to sex people up and have freak offs and do drugs, all while his kids are present, and she was putting him on blast, saying how he don't do this, how he don't do that.
But my thing is, it's kind of controversial to me.
Oh shit. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm make sure my bun is good because I piece of stuff.
But my thing is, like, you trying to do that, yes. How she went about it, wrong. But you're doing all of this when there's a child on the bed sleeping. That was one thing. 2, he was very...
That's how I know I picked the family court too much, but that was the first thing I knew.
Yeah,
everything she said, I was just like, yeah, that ain't going to go well.
He looked like an off-duty Ninja Turtle. Go ahead. I'll tell her specifically.
Damn. Okay, the big
Master Splinter's making.
Yeah, you could be talking about Master Splinter, man.
Oh, don't go Saki. Go ahead.
But, like, you do that, and the whole video I was watching, he was calm as hell.
Well, of course he was calm because he knew exactly what this was going to turn into.
Right.
He's like, I'm not about to give you a show because I know you're going to post it online.
Right.
And then you know it's going to turn into shit.
And then she was blaming him.
He did that whole
Right.
video.
And it was like, oh, you hit me. Like somebody else. And it was like, oh, you hit me. I dare you to hit me. And it was like, you really contradicted yourself in this. And it kind of looked bad on you. But when I look at it,
But you know what he was thinking the whole time. The minute you turn that fucking camera off.
To the left, to the left.
Fuck you up.
right?
You know he wrote that song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my thing is this.
But she came back and apologized with the quickness. She sure did the next business day.
Yeah, like
because she looks like the aggressor in the video.
Exactly.
No, 2 things. Number 1, that you don't want to lose your kid. Number 2, you don't want to lose your money.
The first thing I said was, that's not going to go well in court.
No. She's going to lose money.
That's what I'm saying. That's not going to go well in court.
Yeah.
But my thing is this, like, this is my problem with her. You was messing with him when he was married. Married man. So you was messing with him knowing what he was doing. And then you got kids by him.
He had 3 kids with his wife.
Right. And then you got 2 by her. I think he
has 2 by his first. That was not a fart. That was my...
I didn't say anything.
He got 7 kids in total.
Yes.
2 by the...
Marietta Shaw.
3 by
Crystal.
And then 2 by this
girl.
That's
who looks like a man. I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry.
But my thing is this. You knew what he was because you was messing with him when he was still dealing with the man. And you still
looking like a man.
I can't believe it. But you still sat there messing with him and you got 2 kids by him. And then you mad because he... What was the thing that she said?
She's basically mad that he's not taking care of his responsibilities. She went from saying in the past how good of a dad he was to basically saying he ain't doing shit. He's too busy with his hoes. Because Neo is now on a throuple. He has 2 girlfriends, possibly more hoes. I mean, he got 2 girlfriends, 2 ain't enough. You always have more hoes like a trail of breadcrumbs.
He just said he was what kind of relationship?
He's in a polygamous. He has 2 girlfriends. No, he got more than that. Come on now.
Yeah, he just...
Anytime you got 2 girlfriends, there's always 4 more, right? And after that, it's like 5 more, right?
Yeah.
What did Quincy Jones say in an interview? He had how many girlfriends at one time? Like 30? Something like that? Exactly. And it's all because of this. Because take one look at Neo and tell me. Take one look at him. If that was a nigga who worked at Pizza Hut, you think he would have 2 girlfriends? If that was a nigga who worked at Domino's, if he was at Best Buy and was trying to sell you a phone or sell you a new laptop, would he be doing that? Would he be doing that? Come on, girl, I can get you a 50% discount. Come on, girl. Hell no. But these men know what they do. They know they can get the one with the money, so it's not even a problem. That's why Nick Cannon's having a field day.
Why he got to catch a stray?
Well, he got like 12
Anytime
kids.
men are having babies like this, because you got to think about it. Any man who knows that, like, one is enough.
He got 12, right?
Exactly. Yes. With how many different women? And you're doing this because you have control of these women with the money. And men love money because it can control women. We all know this. And it's just facts. Like, that's why I have my own money. You can't control me. I'm sorry.
This is what I don't get with Nick Cannon. This is the whole
I ain't letting that Cannon go. That Cannon about to bust. That Cannon about to break down. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I'm just over it. If he comes out with damn. I just can't, because if I turn around and find out that Nick Cannon got another child number 13 on the way, I'm just gonna be over it.
How many balls do you have left in the cannon? How many? Boom, boom. It's just empty now. Neo was a hot mess. Like I said, I've been stopped liking Neo because the music. Like I said, your music I like, but you be saying some bullshit in your music that you don't mean. So I've been stopped liking Neo. And ironically, his Tiny Desk came out. Have you watched it? No.
I haven't.
Are you guys Neo fans? Music wise.
I like Neo. I know his
head because his head is atrocious, but
I like Neo.
The first time I seen his head, I was like, damn.
I like certain songs.
Flat screen TV.
I like certain songs of his, but in light of recent events, I gotta admit, I'm slowly disassociating myself from him.
And now listen, I love the Neo. The first 2 albums, first 3.
So sick of love songs. So tired of tears.
You've been crying all your life now.
Damn. I can't even finish
We're
it.
getting into the Jeezy and Jeannie Mai update. So now, there's new news coming out about Jeannie Mai reporting that Jeezy is allegedly abusive, naming different accusations. Oh no, this looks like it's true. I was saying this one time, I'm not a young Jeezy fan. I know a couple of songs. I was never a snowman or a snow woman. I was never Frosty the Snowman. I don't. Are you familiar with all of that? Trap or Die, whatever it is.
I would consider myself a Jeezy fan.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
No.
This doesn't be interesting because you know a lot about. I don't know a lot about, like, when they did the whole verses with him and Gucci. I knew they had beef. I didn't know it was that deep that people was dying.
The only reason I watched it because I thought they were gonna fight.
Right. So I didn't know all of that. But I wasn't a
like,
Jeezy.
every time Gucci got out, I was like, oh shit, it's about to go down.
I wasn't a Jeezy fan. I was more of a T.I. fan back in the day.
Hey, what you know about? Hey,
and wasn't
what
that
you
beef
know
with me
about?
too about who created trap music first? Anyway, but there's been alleged evidence. There was a report on at the Ritz-Carlton where somebody had recounted, like a separate employee had recounted that Jeannie Mai and Jeezy were at the hotel and he pushed her down some stairs. There was a violent exchange and she felt they had a room together, but he was getting his own separate room and she needed an escort to come upstairs with her because she felt uncomfortable being alone with him. There was also an incident where they were on a golf course together and he was drunk and I guess he made a wrong turn and could have, ended both of their lives, or they both had like bruises and stuff on them. Also, allegedly there are photos of Jeezy leaving bags of guns around and AK-47 around, and twice their daughter Monaco has picked up the gun or the bag as it's been left around.
Yeah.
Now this is what I will say. I don't care for Jeannie Mai because I think she's. Never mind, I'm gonna say it. I don't care for Jeannie Mai. Don't really care for Jeezy. What I will say is this: she got. She thought she was gonna get some special treatment. She didn't read the Carfax on his last couple of relationships and his other children. And she got what she got. However, Jeezy, you played a dirty game because just a couple of weeks ago or a month ago, you was taking her to court because you said she was an unfit parent because she was always working and the baby was with her mom or was with her brother. And she said, there's been court documentation that you a reckless parent and that you're also abusive. So they was in a ring together, let the best man win. Whoever has the more evidence and who can do whatever, I feel bad for her, but at the same time, you said that ignorant shit about you like to keep your dark meat on the side, and bitch, you should have kept them to the side. She said it on the road. Do you date black men? And I was like, huh? Oh no, but it was all cool when he was taking her to Atlanta in the hood, and I'm in my boyfriend's hood, and oh my god, it's so empowering. Oh, you thought it was cool. But then he didn't
That's
like.
right.
Yeah. He was a survivor.
You know what?
That's actually
I put on for my city. I put on.
When you see me over traffic, they say,
Jeezy, you were that motherfucker. Jeezy, you were that shit, exactly. So, I don't really care for both of them. I feel bad for the child. I think it's strange how Imai said she did not want to have kids with her white husband and they split went separate ways because of it. And then she went on to have a baby. Listen, it's just a hot mess.
It's really a hot mess.
Moving on. We're going to give a shout out to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee, which includes Mary J. Blige, plus Real Love.
A Tribe Called Quest.
Hey.
I'm searching for
We want a award show about how my man.
Mhm.
First with a mic in the minute. You gotta put me on. Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo.
What's
Scenario.
the one that's on the Wayne's Brother theme song? The Electric.
Oh,
I never know the lyrics.
electric relaxation.
Yeah. Who else was being inducted? It was someone else. It was someone else who was black. Was it Shaka Khan? Was it Shaka Khan?
I just saw a Tribe here.
Let me see. Rock and Roll. But you said somebody else's name in the chat.
Couldn't be me because all I said was Tribe.
I thought you said Mary J. I thought it was that Mary J.
Let's see if I can pull it up real quick. Relax yourself. It is what? Dave Matthews, Cool in the Gang,
Cool again, that word.
Foreigner, Cher, Ozzy Osbourne,
Come on.
Dave Matthews Band. Shout out to all of y'all for being inducted. Congrats. We gonna end these quick topics with these last two topics on Stephen A. Smith's Trump comments.
Stephen A.
Now he's taking off his glasses.
I'm gonna sit here and ask you this question. You said he quoted that something about black people because Trump is not being persecuted.
Get the grease. Get the grease. Get the grease. He about to cook.
He's talking about he's talking about he's not being persecuted.
So put the finger back.
Stephen A. Smith, I need to ask you this.
What does the A stand for? Asshole? Sorry.
Tell me a black man that you know in court that will have a gag order and he will sit there and disrespect and go after a judge, which he's allowed to up to a certain extent, and talk about somebody's daughter and still be in court but not be in contempt. He already violated his gag order and in my count over 12 times, and yet he's not, they still decided if they want to put him in jail. And this is the same man that you want to sit around and say, if he wants to be put in jail, he's going to be the next Nelson Mandela. Stephen A. Smith, what the fuck are you talking about being persecuted? That he understands black people because we're not being persecuted? He sits there and say it's unfair, he can't see his son's graduation. Don't do the fucking crime. Last time I checked is if you do the crime, do the time. Now everybody, he's complaining he can't see his son's graduation. He's complaining that he's talking to legal experts that this shouldn't be a crime. This is a waste of time. This is Biden's what's the word I'm looking for? This is Biden's cronies that's doing it because he's winning. Stephen A. Smith, I need you to work only on sports and shut the fuck up about politics. Because right now you're not making sense. You sit here and say they're not being persecuted, but you can't tell me a black person who could do the same shit as Trump did, and still be able to be allowed to say in the court. Because I
wasn't even here, but it do be facts though.
But let's think about it. If we did a gag order, it would be jail for us by the second time. Not 12 violations later. And every time you turn around, you see him on Truth Social, but they say do not go on social media, and he's still talking about the shit.
Still. And saying the most reckless shit ever. All I want to say to Stephen A. Smith is, and I'm going to let Avery cook you once again. Number one, we heard what you said. I hate when people speak and they act like what you say goes over people's head. We heard what you said the first time. You said black people relate to Trump. You confirmed it because of all the indictments. It was the most ignorant shit. And then you doubled down on it and said, oh, all these, you showed on your show when you sat down and you tried to be all articulate, and you showed the headlines of multiple different websites and news outlets that were saying it. You, who's been a person who's been around this industry for 20, 30 years, should know what propaganda is. The fact of the matter is you're saying ignorant shit as if you actually believe it.
But my thing is this, I said, this is why I'm going to cook his ass right here. You went on Fox News to talk to Sean Hannity, trying to say y'all two the fuck friends. And when Sean Hannity tried to compare it to like the killings of black men and stuff like that, you had every opportunity to sit there and correct his motherfucking ass.
And you never did.
And you never did. Because have you ever heard of Sean Hannity to sit here and talk about a black person get killed? He would never talk about it, but he would sit there and talk about Trump to make sure he was, oh, Trump's doing this, Trump's not doing this, y'all not fair to Trump. But you would never sit here in fucking Fox News of all times to sit there and say he will talk about a black man. We just had another series, another black man got killed, that he got shot 96 times under 30 seconds because they claimed that he shot at the officers first. They shot 96 times down in, Missouri, Louisiana, down south. But you're not sitting there talking about that, Sean Hannity. Stephen A. Smith, you have to sit there and open your mouth about that. But you sit here saying, oh, Trump understands how the black people feel because we burned out. He's understanding what we feel when it comes to the justice system. Kiss my motherfucking ass. Kiss my motherfucking ass and stay with your little your sports channel because last time I checked, you got fired by CNN twice and they brought your ass back.
From the dead. I'm joking. My thing is this. As big of a voice as you have, two black people,
you should be
black commentators, you should never repeat that shit. And the fact that you act like you were saying something that went over people's heads, we heard you the first time and understood it. People are not voting for Trump because of his indictments. Most black people, don't know. They just know Donald Trump by association and you're fired and think he's a businessman. And because of that measly $1,200 check during the pandemic, that's why. They could give a fuck about him being indicted. And my thing is, why do y'all think black people, as many other presidents have been indicted, right? No. Other presidents have had legal issues, am I not correct?
Last time I know, the last illegal issue I know about it was President Dick Nixon.
Like, scandals happen all the time. And the thing with Donald Trump is that he's just real stupid and he exposes himself. The people back in the day didn't have social media and weren't so, he talked a lot. So, the thing is, you have to be careful with your platform, the hurtful and propaganda that you're pushing. And you want to say, oh, I saw these other outlets say it, so I'm just letting you know. Why are you reporting what other people are reporting? How stupid is that?
You ain't do your thorough research?
Because you know you said some dumb shit and you want people to back you up. And everybody the comments cast the vibe. Everybody was like, "No, nigga, we heard what you said." And the thing is, you put on them cool shoes heavy. You quick to tell black athletes, "You stupid, lay off the weed, stop smoking weed, stop doing X, Y, and Z." You quick to get on some black people about that, but you will never call some white people for some shit. Never. Because them white niggas be smoking weed too, and them white niggas be doing wild shit. So instead of you calling out Trump and saying different things that you can say, you want to sit here and be, "Oh, I agree, you know, what?"
You sound like an asshole like Fat Joe when he had to explain to himself why he bought the sneakers. That's what you're
I'm sorry, I can't.
That's what you're acting like. If you had to double down and give us a reason why you said what you said, you're really basically saying we're not stupid. You're basically telling us we're stupid and it went over our heads, but we knew what you were saying.
We know exactly what you said.
I watched your. Let me tell you something. I watched your interview for over an hour. I had to replay your statement a few times.
I listened to his apology or whatever he said.
That was a worse.
And you didn't say nothing. Like, you didn't.
You whacked Stephen A. Smith. My name is Avery Samuel the fuck about. So you got a problem with me saying what you got to say from your chest.
Put on your tapping shoes.
Because I'm calling you the fuck out. I know a lot of people want to hear this and be like, "Damn, why the 24 show is cruise?"
Because for years, I feel like Stephen A. Smith has been playing this political game, and it's so easy for people to see. The fact that you would repeat that and try to make it seem as if, "Oh, I'm saying," you said you agreed. You didn't say, "Oh, that you literally agreed to it." Then you want to say, "Well, this is what people have been saying." You know how people in politics are. It's all about narratives.
That's why Roland Martin crushed your ass in the statements. I watched him. He destroyed your fucking statement and broke down your statements very thoroughly. And it made you look dumb.
If black people see headlines from other people saying this is why black people are voting for Trump, that is going to easily influence people to vote for Trump. They know what they're doing.
Exactly.
So just stop with the bullshit. People who are too smart or who pay attention in social studies class, you're not getting nothing over nobody's head. Shut up with the dumb statements and just keep talking about sports.
Exactly. You got anything to say about anything?
This ain't my fight.
Because you was kind of quiet.
They had a different perspective, you know.
Yeah. Nope, not my fight.
So there are new bills being passed, some in Philadelphia, the city of Philadelphia. Is it Pennsylvania or just the city of Philadelphia?
It said Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania and Tennessee.
So, that's why I didn't know about
And this will be our last quick topic.
Oh, I got one more quick topic, but we gotta hold on to that. We can make it at the end. So, Tennessee, y'all got some fucking issues.
Some explaining.
We really do. Because y'all just come to find out, y'all passed a law that teachers is going to be armed with guns in the classroom. And the only way for them to be certified and everything, they have to have 40 hours of work, 40 hours of training. One, that's not going to work. Two, y'all putting these guns in those classrooms, y'all going to have a lot of blood on your hands. And I'm telling you that right now. Which I didn't know is they already passed this law last year.
Oh, well.
It's been passed last year, and we just found out about it today.
Did they say what the reason is for them wanting to have guns in the classroom?
Because of that last mass shooting happened in Tennessee with the kids getting killed in that school. So ever since that, now they want to arm teachers with guns. And I have a problem with that because now as a parent, if I'm a parent that has a child and I know y'all going to train teachers to have armed weapons in the school, I'm going to feel uncomfortable because anything can happen with a teacher. A teacher can have a bad day. A teacher can have a divorce. He or she is very not in a good mood. And that child acts up. What makes you think that teacher will not sit there and be like, if y'all sit the fuck down, I'm going to pop your ass?
I can't lie because in the Catholic schools, they used to pop you with the ruler.
Exactly. So what?
I wouldn't know. I went to public school.
But that's what
now, if they get cat guns, I probably won't be mad at it because you can cat my kid. That's cool.
No. But either way,
No BB gun.
that shit hurts.
Sit your ass down.
No, that shit hurts painful.
You learn to listen.
But this is what I'm looking at. Like this is what I'm seeing. And then what happens if a child acts out and the child gets aggressive or mad and they know where that gun is? They could pull out the gun and shoot the teacher.
I definitely would have to get into like the specifics of it. Like, where is the gun going to be kept? Is it going to be on the teacher's hip? If so, that's a bit aggressive. The kids could jump the teacher.
Right.
Avery,
I said, sit the fuck down. I want your fucking homework.
I'm the teacher now.
Right. Like this is and this makes me think like how quickly it happened because they said they put this bill was passed last year. So that's happened when the time with those two African Americans who was seated in the Senate seat, they got expelled, but they got brought back in. Mm-hmm. That makes me think about that. Like that happened.
The people who were in the Senate, or like
mm-hmm.
I know what I'm about.
Like I'm starting to think like that happened when they got expelled, and they put that shit in before they got back in.
I don't know. I just feel like I understand. Okay, so if I was to ask you to challenge you, what do you think they should do instead when it comes to massive shootings?
I feel like there should be more of a cop. Even though there's going to be, if it feels like they're going to have a cop presence in there, I feel like there should be more.
Beef up security.
Beef up something.
Mm-hmm.
But do I really want to trust a teacher to arm themselves with a gun and then they can have a bad day? Or like, I'm thinking scenarios like, if a teacher is just fed up with that student who always act out, he or she could pull out the gun in front of their face. Mm-hmm. How can you explain that to them? Like, Mom, Dad, this teacher, Miss Susan, pull a gun on me because I was acting out. Like, how can you explain that? Or one day they have a bad day, or they
you do for her to pull a gun on you.
Mm-hmm. Or shut up, you're an asshole. But like, what happened today? They very depressed, or something at home found out they get a divorce or something, and then they walk in, they got that gun in there, and they commit suicide in front of the students. Like, yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Like, y'all think that's a good fucking idea?
Yeah, teachers are, not all teachers, but there's already abuse that happens in school when it comes to students bullying students. When it comes to teachers with students and
right.
With
we already got a teacher down in LA who's already getting charged for assault because he beat a kid's ass for calling him a nigga.
I mean, I don't blame him.
Look, I know, but it's like, look, I'm not saying it's wrong, but I'm just saying, like,
oh, me a nigga, you gonna get beat like one. Sorry.
You ain't wrong. But it's like, we see this now, it's like, I think it's LA or whatever state is, he's
pussy ass get it. Next time, don't step to the wrong nigga.
I never be mad at somebody want to run the fair. When you bring out the guy that's on the fair, no fair, but you want the fair. But I know what you're saying. I feel like I don't know how this is going to.
And then you know he got the ultimate crop of that. And call your mom after that, bitch.
Yeah. Fuck your mom. But I'm getting to the law being passed in Pennsylvania about the school, because another school related.
So if this is a school related law, now they passed the law that it's going to be a 4-day school week. So they don't know how they're going to do it. It's going to be for school days. It might be a Monday through Thursday or Tuesday through Friday.
Okay.
Now,
how do y'all feel about that?
I'm over Monday through Thursday person.
For a school day?
Yeah.
So I look at it, but I feel like I'm the only one who's doing a thorough research on this shit. When I look at it, yes, if they're going to do a 4-day week, that's mean it's going to be longer days for kids.
How much longer?
So it might be, they were in the school for 8 hours, they might be doing it for 10.
Why would the school be longer?
Because I'm looking at it.
Because same as when, a lot of companies would give you like 4 10-hour days as opposed to 8-5 or
8-5, yeah. So that's mean the teacher's going to be there longer. They might extend, if I saw it correctly, they might extend the school day. So instead of you being done in June, you might be staying in school till June and you ain't getting out to July, so you only got July or August and you go right back in September.
How do y'all feel about school all year round?
It's not necessary.
But I feel like kids need to be how the kids are with their learning disability and how they are.
Because do you believe in the I read about this in one of my books for my class that I was taking about how the summertime thing, like when kids are away from school, like it just erases basically everything that they learn, and when they come back, they're just kind of like they don't know.
They don't know shit.
It was a phenomenon that they said when they're away for too long, as opposed to kids who go back early or kids who because throughout the summer, everybody doesn't have a parent who's stimulating them. Like, or I used to when I was in school, used to be have a summer packet or something like that. I don't think they get that anymore.
No, there's no such thing as summer packet. Like I still remember before I went to school. But like I keep saying before, the kids don't know how to do cursive writing. So I used to have books that teach us how to write cursive writing, and that was the one thing that we always did before we went to do any outside activities going out. Before you even go there, yes, we did that before we even travel and shit like that. Don't even go there. But
I wasn't going to.
But I saw that. I felt that.
I was kind of expecting you to.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta study when you're a spy going overseas.
Okay, go ahead.
First class, we travel first class, up in the sky, popping champagne. You drinking champagne when he was 10 years old. He was drinking Cristal, not Cristal, Cristal.
No, I wasn't drinking none of that.
So contagious.
Actually, my first Red Bull was at 12. You know what? I ain't trying.
That's what we do Scooby Doo's.
You can't smoke a blunt to this one. You got to roll a J.
You gotta roll a J.
My first Red Bull was 12. Okay. And that was at Hawaii.
In Hawaii?
Yes.
Was it a pineapple one? Tropical?
It was just a regular Red Bull.
Come on, you missed the opportunity. Anyway, I'm not opposed to a shorter school week. However, that means the work week would have to be shorter for parents because a lot of parents love using school as daycare and love using summer school as daycare.
Yeah, because they try to say a lot of people. They say the reason they're doing the 4-day school week for the kids because they're not really interacting with the parents because the parents most of the time are doing like work hours from 9 to 5.
Parents is mad as hell right now. I gotta lock him in a room, put a camera and check on him every couple hours. And show food underneath the door. Oh shit. I gotta go on my lunch break. My son's at home, I gotta go feed him. Oh.
But do I even count this episode? I know she's capable of saying words.
I will. But I don't know.
She's probably gonna be worse than that. The longer this goes.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like
I got some stuff coming up. So,
like, how do you feel about the 4 days? Like, if you got a 4-day school week, like your son right now, he's at high school. If they change it to a 4-day school week, how would you feel about that?
As long as I have a 4-day work week, it don't really matter.
I mean, he's also high school. He's older, so it's
but yeah.
But the kids who are younger are all kind of worried about it.
Yeah, because and then you have to be in the classroom for 8 hours is long. And you're telling teachers make it 10 hours and plan to sit there and take.
Well, would you rather the kids get there early or leave late? Like, let's say school started at 6 a.m. or 6:30 a.m. or 7 a.m.
Wow.
Some kids I knew in school used to have to be there because they wanted their free lunch, and their parents work. So
that free breakfast.
I didn't free breakfast on that.
Yeah. But But let's say this.
I used to love school lunch.
But okay, but let's say this.
But I didn't have school lunch. My mom always did my lunch, but I was fat. And I loved it.
Reminiscing about school lunch right now.
Because that grilled cheese. What's about that nasty grilled cheese? It was stinking sweet. It was good. And sometimes we had mystery meat in between it. Tater tots? The chocolate milk? What?
You remember the chocolate milk like when you see with the missing kids on it?
Yo, the cow, like the other was brown cows. Listen, the little French bread pizza. Yo, they had hella shit when I was. And the thing that I was always just, but I always had, like I had like tuna fish or peanut butter jelly. Sometimes my mom would bring me crackers, but I always wanted that school lunch. I was fiending for it. I had gushers. I had all the good shit. Like I didn't want nothing.
I used to remember that every time you make lunch, you was happy to see what your mom made you.
Yeah.
But the only thing I would not eat, and she made hot dogs for lunch, I would not eat it.
You not putting eggs in your mouth for nobody.
Wow, you don't do that. Don't ever do that again. But no, I don't know. If you say
beef.
Well, let's say what's that? If the thing starts at 7, if the class first period starts at 7, what's
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
They'll get up.
2, 3, 4, 5.
They'll get on to 5.
Why did you just do all of that?
Because
I'm bad at math.
I was about to say 4.
And also when it comes to time fucks me up. Cause you can't do 7 a.m. plus 8. Because at the 12 it turns into 1 and starts all over again. I'm confused. Unless you do military time.
I know military time.
I said unless you do military time, but that I forget too. What's 22? 11. 21.
22 is.
22 is 10.
Yeah.
22 is 10. 21 is 9.
See, that's what I'm bad. I'm bad. I was like, because 24 is 12.
Right. It's midnight. So 23 is 11.
And then, but 12:01 is what?
You can see the light bulb just
Yeah.
go off.
But 12:01 is what?
0001.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So midnight is 24. After midnight, 1 minute is no longer 24.
No. They just go back to 0.
My dad would be disappointed in me. He's a military. No, I don't like military time. I get why people do it, but if I see the phone and it says 23:16, I'm a snack it.
I know because I had a few jobs where you had in the military time, so they taught it to us.
Right, I get it. So there's no confusion because trust me, I just set plenty of alarms for PM and it's supposed to be AM and fuck myself up, so I know. But I look too fast. We actually have 2 more quick topics that I want to get into, and we can end with yours. One of them really quickly. Shout out to Amanda Seales on Shannon Sharp. I thought that I didn't watch the whole interview because it was unbearable at times. I think this was not an evenly yoked interview. I think Amanda was just getting into too many details, and Shannon Sharp is not the person she should have been talking to. I don't want to disrespect him, disrespect his intelligence, but it definitely seemed like
owning and pride of Club Shay.
But it just didn't seem like it was no. And then I want to advocate for her because I just saw a different vibe because she was a woman and because of the experience she was talking about. I love Amanda Seales. I've been a fan of her since she was Amanda Diva back in the day and singing and doing different commentaries on MTV2 shows and her on Insecure and her on different platforms. Amanda is for the people. She's for Black people. She's for people in Palestine. She's for the culture of moving forward. She's very intelligent and very smart. And I just wanted to show my support for her. And go watch the interview. I did watch a few bits of it. She did say some really insightful things. But damn, Shannon, that was probably the worst interview I done seen you did. You was on the road, but god damn. You sound like a bumbling... You sound like the guy from Django who Samuel Jackson.
Damn.
Let me keep going. But all love though, Shannon. You definitely need to disregard your mouth on that one.
I definitely just being on Club Shay.
No, I mean it's constructive criticism. I enjoyed his shows, but with that, I just don't think he knew how to handle her and handle what she was saying. And then on top of trying to invalidate someone's experience because they're a woman, it's just I don't know.
It was a lot.
It was a lot, and I think he needs to do better next time. That's it. And if that gets me not on the show one day because I'm speaking the truth, then so be it. I'll send you a box of Black and Milds. But Kanye West was talking about how everybody had gathered together for this. What did he say? The elimination of Drake.
Oh, that. I'm sorry. I tuned Kanye out, so.
No, you gotta say something, though. You've been too quiet. Say something.
Look,
I'm gonna squeeze you.
Oh,
To the white meat shoes.
What?
I'm scared what you
yeah.
I guess I didn't watch Bernie Mac. Go ahead.
Like I said, I tuned him out on a lot of the shit that he does, so like, I didn't know he said any of that until you just brought it up.
First of all, Justin LeBoy, you are a joke. Your tongue is stuck so far up Kanye West's ass, you could probably lick the shit that he had in his ass.
Why does it always go back to the booty hole with you?
Because it is! Like, the interview was so biased because you've been cool with him for years, and you need to do an interview where you're not biased with someone. Because at this point, it's not an interview. It's just two niggas who are friends on the mic saying dumb shit. You got a nigga right next to you talking something, he's a god, and he's this, and you just back there like...
Now, yeah, that part I knew from when you said in the chat, but all the other shit, I didn't listen to it. I really fucking cared about Kanye.
He was ranting a bit about how they were all in the room together because they were excited about the elimination of Drake.
Oh, God.
He said he would have a threesome with Michelle Obama, with him and his wife. Yeah, he was just like, my thing is, y'all, it's just, he's tacky.
Okay.
Right. Y'all got a problem with other women and other things, but Kanye can say anything and do no wrong. I'm over it.
That's why I fucking told him out.
Your age.
Welcome back to the 2418 show. Welcome back to the 2418 show.
Sorry about that delay, but I have.
We told y'all we had a lot to talk about now.
Yeah, so I'm going to bring up one more topic, and I'm going after these Supreme Court judges. So before we even go there, I'm going to give out two names. I'm going to say, I don't want y'all to get locked up or anything, but I'm just going to say.
Oh, get locked up. I support the cause.
I know, but.
I ain't scary.
Oh, you ain't scared? All right, then I'm going to tell you this.
You see me talking shit? Listen. You know how many times I talk about Chris Brown? And I like Chris Brown's music.
But no, I'm talking
maybe
about. I'm going to sit here and talk about the judges. So I'm going to give out two names. I'm going to say fuck you too. So fuck you, Clarence Thomas. And fuck you, Samuel A. Alito. I'm giving y'all, I'm going to call y'all out on this. Because y'all sit here and sit here with this case. Because we're hearing, let me stop. I already know where you about to go. I was going to say oral arguments.
Oral arguments?
Mm-hmm.
Arguments are oral?
Because now the reason I'm saying this because...
Is it at least brief or is it long? The oral argument, I mean. I love a good oral argument.
Well, I should say hearing argument.
I love an argument that ends orally. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to let you have that one. So I should say hearing argument. Because now we're in the process of listening to a case.
She just made that dirty.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hearing it too. Yeah, you give me a visual. Go ahead.
I can't get that out of my head now when you just say that. We're hearing arguments to see if Trump should get full immunity for everything he has done.
Who the fuck is he to get immunity? This ain't the diplomats. You don't get diplomat immunity. The fuck do you think this is?
Everything he had from the January 6th and everything.
Dipset.
For everything from January 6th to everything he's claiming he has immunity.
And what would be the reason? What's the reason? What would be the reason in that? For what?
For all the
For paying people off? Is that why you get immunity? What other reason would you get immunity? Who gets to decide who gets granted immunity? Because usually immunity for people who are cooperating. I can't speak cooperating. I feel like what's with them? Isn't that for people who are usually cooperating?
Yeah.
Please don't ask me to get a rush card.
I am gonna get a rush card, please. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Go buy some fat fuck.
Look, this is yes, damn, that was really hard.
You're gonna be a great servant one day. Now shut the fuck up.
Yes, if you corroborating, I can understand that. But he's trying to claim immunity because it's like all this witch hunt and shit like that. And
it ain't a witch hunt.
But all this is happening.
Witch hunts were false back in the day because they said a bitch could float in the water and she was a witch. We all float. If I was baby, I would die. I got titties. I was gonna float. That was gonna kill me. If I was to be alive back in the Salem witch trials, they like throw this bitch in the water. She black and she float like my titties on my facial devices. He said it was a witch hunt.
Because Trump always says it's a witch hunt. But
witch hunt referred to the witch hunts. I'm sorry, back in the day, and they were saying if you would float, that you were a witch.
And they would set the women on fire, and then if they survived that, it was a witch. but I'm going at them two first because they've been taking bribes and they make sure Trump hear them out. Fuck you, Clarence Thomas, because your wife was part of that scheme of overturning the 2020 election.
He a black dude?
Yes.
He sounds too much. Who's the other black dude? Clarence? What's his name?
Clarence Thomas. That's the one.
That's him, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So that's the one he cut off the from to act
long and hard. Yeah.
Yeah. So your wife, who was white, remember you couldn't date back in your days, but now you married to a white woman. Oh,
you said that the first time.
Yeah, I thought someone else. I just did. But he could have married a white woman back then, but he got the affirmative action. But your wife was part of that whole overturning the 2020 election, but you try to protect her, but you over here sitting in the courtroom hearing the debate. Samuel Alito, you just a dickhead. Like, you really just an asshole.
You scared me. I was going to say Samuel L. Jackson.
No, Samuel Alito.
Really?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But I'm calling out these.
You motherfucker!
Damn, I can see him saying that in that courthouse. But Samuel Alito, you just an idiot because you try to make it in a way. You try to make it say like, oh, if people they need to worry about if they lose, then like you the shit you were saying, you was an idiot. Now, I'm not going to all of them, but the only sane person I felt like in everything had a common sense. Sotomayor, who was the Sotomayor, and our newest Ketanji Brown. Yes, I think Ketanji Brown. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong.
It's Ketanji Brown. Yeah.
Ketanji Brown. Y'all two had the most common sense, and I praise y'all.
Because most women do.
Thank you. Yes, because y'all had
one thing y'all don't realize, all this women are emotional bullshit. These niggas have been running the country for years, and look where it is. Emotional.
Accusation. Yeah, but
accusation.
But like them two, I'll give y'all respect because y'all sat here and really told them like.
And they was real ignorant when Ketanji was getting they chose, and when Sotomayor, because they're racist. But we all
know that. But I'm gonna leave the other judges, Amy Barrett, Avery Barrett right now, she's not too sure what side she's going to pick. I don't give a fuck. But my thing is this. Y'all need to really be careful if you want to get Trump full immunity. Because one person, I think, Sotomayor asked this question, said, so if a president decides they don't like their rival and they decided to send the military to assassinate them, we should give them immunity if that's like purposes. And then one of the lawyers said, it depends on the circumstances. How the fuck you could tell me that's the circumstances? Because you're doing it for personal gain, to gain for presidency or whatever. You're doing this for a personal gain. And my understanding of immunity is, knowing that you do it, we will never be able to prosecute you. So Trump sitting over here trying to say he wants full immunity. In the last 46 presidency since George Bush, no one ever Bush. No, not George Bush. George Washington. I'm sorry.
Damn, that did the.
Since George Washington, we never had a president ask for immunity. Well, except for we had Nixon, who almost got charged, but he dropped out the last minute because he was about to get impeached and everything. But like no other president, hell, even Obama, y'all say here just say he's a Hussein, Obama Hussein, and all this other shit. Never had a baby mama drama, but all of a sudden we got Trump. Because this is the problem y'all have, coon niggas. And that's why I'm going to go after y'all coon niggas again. Y'all wanted Obama to be like Trump and Trump to be like Obama. Point blank, period.
Period. Not happening.
And it wasn't going to happen.
The leopard doesn't change, it spots.
That's what y'all was asking. But like I said, I've been very paying attention to this immunity case because y'all better be careful if y'all Supreme Court. Since we sit here and talk about Supreme Court with the 9 judges, and technically we supposed to have 13th district. That's why they try to push it to have 13 judges up there instead of 9 because we need to expand it. Mm-hmm. And come to find out, if you become a Supreme Court, it's a lifetime. So there's no term until you sit.
Before you retire.
Yeah, you sit on the chair until you retire or you die. So I feel as though if there's a push of term limits for Supreme Court, I'm down for it.
Right. I think I'll be down for it too.
Because I don't believe we did have some good Supreme judges up there. And I felt like we did have some good ones, but I can't see myself sitting there for life and you kissing ass, taking bribes, and thinking that's okay. Like this should not be this.
But y'all worried about women not procreating.
This should not be the norm when it comes to. We should worry about if the president gets immunity because technically, if he does get immunity, then Biden can turn around and say, okay. I could cancel all student aid. I could cancel all the no forgiveness. I could go ahead and decide to wipe out the whole Trump family. I can sit here and do all the executive orders, and y'all can't say nothing. So y'all better be careful if y'all want to try to pass this law and say Trump got immunity because that shit can happen, and y'all can't do nothing. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we'll keep you guys updated on that. I didn't even know that they're trying to get him immunity.
He's really.
I just feel like it's obvious that shouldn't even be a thing. It's obvious.
It is sad it's a thing.
But we'll keep you guys updated on that. Next, we gonna talk about some NBA and WNBA controversies. The WNBA draft had happened. We had spoke on that, right? We spoke on it, correct?
We did.
Last episode. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people were surprised about the salaries that came out from the WNBA players. Some of them ranging from anywhere from $50,000 up to like $70,000 to $80,000.
But this was always talked about. The judges. This is what I get mad about. they just realized this, but all the women been saying this for years. Women basketball has been saying this shit for years. You can't sit here and tell me a man who could play basketball can get millions of dollars just to shoot hoops, and then when it comes to a women league, they get 50 to 70,000. But I'm just saying number wise. I don't know the real thing. I'm just based on what you said.
Go ahead.
If you want to be real about it, they can't not right now because the NBA has been around since the 1940s. WNBA has been around since 1997. It's never going to be on an equal playing field because the NBA's had like a 50-some year head start.
It's never going to be on an equal playing field because it's men. The NBA's been around for years, and it started getting popular until black men because before it was a bunch of angles and high booty shirts walking around.
I thought it was until Magic Jordan.
Magic Johnson.
He done confused like
Magic Jordan. But anyway, so like people were saying on the internet, if you want the raises to go up for their jobs, please support the ladies, which I think is going to happen this year.
Yeah.
Watch the games, go to the games, purchase tickets, purchase merch, purchase jerseys, support. Of course, these women are going to get endorsement deals, but they deserve to get paid because there's so.
Clark just got a $28 million
deal with Nike. Yeah, so they're going to get paid with outside deals. However, there are so many shitty bench players on the NBA who get paid a whole lot more money just for sitting on the bench. So we can do better.
Or if you Ben Simmons, you get millions not to do shit. Yeah, that's right.
You get millions to complain.
You fucking disgrace. The light skin community does not claim them either.
So
you see how
let him and Drake fight to the death.
You see how when he was talking about our shit, he was quiet. Ben Simmons, he was going off.
Because I can't believe Ben Simmons. Yeah.
No. See, I don't.
You know what? I think I have a Ben Simmons jersey. I need to see.
Okay, here's my thing with Ben Simmons. Look, he did what he's supposed to do. He finessing the shit out the NBA and getting paid for it. I ain't mad at him for that. But don't sit there and act.
So he's a harlot?
Hey, look.
He's a young harlot?
Look. All I'm saying is don't sit there in front like, yeah, I really want to get back out there and play. No, the fuck you don't.
Oh my God, my pinky, I sprained.
You ain't played a competitive game in like, what, 3 years now? Like, come on, bro.
I had an injury in my ear.
And you picked the one area that no one can tell whether or not you faking. Well, it's my back. It's my back. That shit don't show up on the X-ray.
No, it does not. And speaking of the NBA, we got, what's his name, Johnny Porter?
Oh, yeah.
Who was banned for life from the NBA.
This dumb motherfucker.
For having inside information while he was doing sports betting. And guess what? He lost the lifetime of NBA
Look, he only made
association for $21,000.
He only made 21 grand from betting, but he getting ready to lose millions. The math ain't laughing, bro.
It's not.
It's not. It's not.
You with the kid. You with the kid. You with the kid. Something like that. Now we got our last two topics of the night. So let me get started because I'm about to get into it. You already know what I'm about to do.
I really don't.
I'm worried.
Yeah.
My phone not working. Hold on. Y'all already know what I'm about to do. Come on, my phone is so slow.
Megan.
No! Hello! The People's Court.
Oh,
God. My name is Jasmine Curtis, and I'm representing Megan Thee Stallion. I do it, Megan. Y'all all love Megan Thee Stallion, so I always keep up. But over the weekend news, Megan Thee Stallion's ex-cameraman, Emilio Cucci Garcia.
You have to say it like that.
That's what he goes by.
That's what you should go by.
Garcia is suing Megan Thee Stallion for employee wages, missed wages, and also mentioned that he was forced to watch her engage in sexual activity with another woman and a trip in Ibiza.
I thought it was Brazil.
No, Ibiza.
Ibiza.
Spain.
Anyone would have to be forced to watch Meg have sex.
So I got a whole list, and I'm gonna be real quick with that. I'm not going to, be here all day. I'm a Megan Thee Stallion fan, of course, and the good thing about being a fan of somebody is the fact that you pay attention to people who are around them. So Mr. Emilio Cucci has been around since 2018 and has been Megan's personal photography man, or should I say, he's been her personal photographer since about, I think, 2019 officially. So what do you guys think about the accusations?
First of all, my thing is this. If you sat there in the car and watched her have sex with the woman in the car, my first thing is I would have got out.
Okay.
I would have got out. But no, I'm not saying him. I'm not saying as me. I'm saying that if you were so uncomfortable with that. And plus, I heard your rap shit. Your shit is trash. You worse than McNeil's.
Okay, so we're gonna get into those details because I have quite a few. I did a little bit of research.
You're a fat, ugly bitch. So I'm sorry.
And that's one thing. He's suing her, basically saying that she belittled him and berated him. And the thing is, he's not even suing her for sexual harassment. He just brought that up to just,
trying to use that for clout.
Right, exactly. So he is a former friend since 2018. I've seen him in plenty of videos drinking and twerking on the job, but he tries to claim that she created a hostile working environment. He is using the same defense lawyer as the lawyers who were going against Lizzo, representing her dancers. He's using the same lawyer. He mentioned a salacious accusation about sexual harassment, but is only suing for wages. And then apparently the night before, or the day after the alleged incident, she asked him, was he present in the car, as if like she didn't remember she was there. Maybe she was drunk, or maybe she was into whatever she was doing. Now he's going for wages because he's considered an independent contractor, and in California, there's a law that's passed where independent contractors need to be paid as if they are like regular employees, as such as hourly. But he also was saying how he didn't have access to healthcare, but that's not their job. Like in the entertainment industry, nobody has healthcare unless you go out and get it yourself and pay out of pocket. So it's not just a job where they're going to pay for you to have health insurance. So he was being paid a monthly flat rate. He made maybe $4,000 to $5,000 a month. I sure do. He made about $4,000 to $5,000 a month. And then after, I want to hear you guys' thoughts. And then after his trip from Ibiza, he said that his flat rate went from just per diem. So every time he would actually get a job, he would get paid. Now, this is where things gets tricky. So, for the longest, Emilio Cucci was a fan of Megan Thee Stallion before he became her personal photographer. He's also been known to be an outright Barb fan of Nicki Minaj. In 2020, he made a post about Nicki Minaj and said, "Oh, get your foot off our necks." And of course, Megan Thee Stallion liked it because back in that time, her and Megan were cool. In January, when Nicki was going off and ranting for 3 days after she put out Bigfoot, she made a tweet saying that her next diss song was going to be about all the people who Desiree Lopez, maybe her name is, who is one of the COOs of Rock Nation, and her firing a bunch of people randomly. And Emilio liked the post because I guess he was one of the random people who was fired. So he was let go eventually, and allegedly he was let go because he was giving out intel from Megan to Nicki's camp. It is alleged. That's allegedly. Okay? There were a bunch of tweets with him about his favorite celebrities that he's met, and someone asked him if he enjoyed being with Megan. He was like, "She's my literal friend," so that goes without saying. So a lot of people kept saying that she was mixing the whole employee and friend line. And what do you guys feel about how complicated it can get when you employ your friends or your family members to work for you?
It would get difficult because they felt like, yeah,
I think we come at each other next. I'm like, they sexually just talk to me off the camera when I'm alone.
Whoa, don't say that shit.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yeah, what the fuck?
Avery, if I'm not touching anything, a hole is a hole. I got a coochie and a booty. Joe, go ahead, go.
I can't.
It is. I told you she was gonna say more.
Continue, go ahead.
But I always feel like working with family, stuff like that, is good, but sometimes it could be complicated because if you start paying more with a family, like you pay someone more than a family member, it will lead to conflict.
Mm-hmm.
But, and I feel like it's the same thing with friends. Like a friend you sit there, let's say you own a store and they always be late. I'm like, yo, like, after a while, you like, yo, you can't be fucking late. That's about to, you're fucking over my money and your money. And then it's like, now I gotta make that hard decision. Like, I gotta let you go.
Right.
But then, I know me. If I was in that predicament, you would have signed a contract that anything we do, you can't go to other my opponents or anything to try to sell my shit. Because now, if you do that, you're gonna pay me.
Like India. How many wild, drug crazy nights have you had around your friends?
She ready to count.
Do you think they would ever, divulge any information for some money if they could, if you were famous?
Probably.
You think they would?
Yes. Who wouldn't?
You think your friends have integrity?
I have
It's not even about integrity at that point. It's about the bag.
That's lack of integrity.
Yeah.
That's why I'm glad I didn't do no shit that I can't take back.
So Avery did mention earlier he is a rapper. He is a rapper. The music isn't that great. So he claims that he wanted to work with other people for a long time, but he ended up staying until last year in 2023 when he was actually let go, which is interesting. So what's interesting is that he proclaimed so many times that he wanted to work with Nicki. He posts pictures, when I start working with Nicki, so it seems kind of weird. I think the timing of it is really weird because of the Nicki tweets, because of him mentioning private details and the whole misclassification of the independent contractor. He went to NBC News to go tell the story. And my thing is, if you were out to just get bread, I would have just filed this lawsuit and get bread. If I'm going to the news, it's because I want people to clearly know who I am, and I'm trying to get some publicity off of anything. And also because Nicki was allegedly involved in, back when Cardi B, like around 2018, I think Cardi B was involved in that lawsuit with those bartenders that she was in a fight with, and allegedly Nicki had paid for their what's it called, their legal fees. That's as alleged. I don't know if that's true or not. But also because Megan's about to go on tour in May, so I just thought it was a little bit of weird. But yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, I know that she played Hiss on that concert.
Of course she is. But I just think it's a little weird, but we'll see how everything plays out in court. And what happens.
Said everything with your chest.
Yeah.
I just think it's a little weird. It's like the thing is, I used to see this guy with her on her live, so it's kind of just weird. But our last topic, inspired by Nelly and Ashanti, is: would you spin the block on an ex and why?
You go take it off the glasses again.
Because it hurts after a while. It hurts being smart. I'm joking.
No, I don't know. No.
Have I? Yes. Would I recommend it? No. Let me take that back. Look, if you and your ex can find a way to move past whatever broke y'all up in the first place, and y'all are better people for it, by all means, go for it. Me personally, like I said, I've done it, and I immediately regretted it afterwards.
I done spun the block. I done circled the block a million times. I climbed the window. I did all that.
What?
Pause.
What's the car person I'm with now?
That's not the way you made that sound.
We both did for each other. But you know what? I feel like, to me, there's nothing that I went through with my current boyfriend that I feel like we can't get through. I feel like the things that we did, we weren't perfect, and it wasn't super egregious to the point where we couldn't forgive each other, because we knew each other for a while, and it was on and off for a long time. When you're dealing with emotional issues, financial issues, we both had job issues with COVID. Like, it was so many issues and things that had happened. But it's part of.
In my mind, picture pictures just playing
But I think through everything, we just. Years ago. Oh, I could. Heartbreak time. My heart is breaking.
Broken glass, like a river revealing what the woman is feeling.
But it's not that. Nowadays is touch me, tease me, feel me.
Stop caressing the mic.
Hold on.
That mic is going to sue you for sexual harassment.
Baby, I'm about to explode.
Hey, that mic was about to explode. What the fuck?
But no, I think it's just a matter of y'all getting together and sticking it out. But it wasn't a spin. We did because we were just on and off for years. But I'm stuck on the block. Now I'm parked outside the car. I'm not spinning.
Oh, also, we're going to bring a little quick topic real quick. The TikTok beta. I forgot we.
I think we went to that last week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so update on. I didn't realize the update of it. We said that it was passed. I thought it went up to the Senate. No, it has already been signed.
Oh, so it's for sure going to go in.
Yeah, so you have two.
Luckily, we didn't make a TikTok account.
Right.
Thank God.
So technically, you have two. They have 270 days for the ByteDance company.
He really don't want to spin the block on X. He didn't want to answer. He said TikTok. He said TikTok.
So
would you ever spin the block on X? How about that TikTok man?
Yeah, I ain't gonna really do that though. Yeah.
Steve Smith hired him.
Oh,
really?
Do you think Trump relates to black people? Did you see that TikTok man? That's how you do it. Ignore the fuck out of them.
that was a slick ass crossover. Yeah. It was Iverson with it, like, I'm not gonna answer this shit.
No, I already answered it at the beginning, but no, I'm
not. You ain't give no detail. He was like, nope.
Nope.
I'm not doing it. Next question.
Next question. You made me lose my train of thought. All right, so
it's already been signed.
Yes, already been signed.
Signed, sealed, delivered.
I'm yours. So it says they have two. It's not till like after election it will be banned unless ByteDance.
What are y'all waiting for? Y'all were so hard on to get that shit banned. What you waiting for?
Because they still needed to attract more young voters towards them.
Yo, that's some bullshit. Then keep the shit. How you gonna use? That's the whitest thing I've ever heard. To take people's shit. Them.
It's up. The second it stops being beneficial, okay.
So then, what is it gonna be? Is TikTok gonna be like the McRib at McDonald's? Every time an election comes, that they like bring that shit back for a couple months. Like what? For this season, it's election season. Like a fucking McRib sandwich at McDonald's, a Shamrock Shake. What the fuck?
But yeah, so it's a China company. So they said unless they sell it,
I was with you, but you was lower, and then you just went way left with it.
Because okay, when another election happens, another 4 years, are they gonna bring TikTok back?
Look, I don't know, but
I'm not in charge.
Because my thing is, you're utilizing it for a reason right now, and once you have it and you ban it and it's done.
That is all speculation right now. I'm just saying, if you look at it for real, oh, you want to keep it until the election is over, and then you want to ban it.
That's
okay. So why did you want to keep it until then?
That's some McRib shit.
But they feel like this, which I didn't know. In China, Facebook.
Yeah, Twitter is banned.
Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram
is banned. Yeah.
And
I learned that when I was in high school. We used to have foreign exchange students who would go crazy. Pussy. Oh. Prostitution.
Damn.
I know. So, you know what? There was a video of
That's the first thing I thought of.
There was the video. Sidebar. I'm sorry. It was a video of this women. I think they were in China, but it was an Asian country, and they were asking the men. They were asking women if the man wanted to cheat on them, would they rather that they be cheated on with someone random or someone they know? And the ladies were saying, I would rather my husband cheat on me with a prostitute than someone who's random because I could get the prostitute. Like they were all cool with it. Like cheating on them with the. So it might be a common thing.
What made you look into that?
I didn't look into it. It was a video on my YouTube by shirt
But
that
you tried to click
suggested.
it on.
I clicked on it because the title was about something about being cheated on. So I clicked on it,
and they talked about that.
and they were talking about they'd rather their husband cheat with a prostitute
Again, I'm mad that that's good.
because they knew that. I'm just saying.
Like I was like, wait,
I would bet you doing that.
yeah. So like China, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram is banned. And it's like it's so bad that they got cops on.
In that page.
Yeah.
Craigslist.
Oh, shit. But they feel like they won up on China, so unless you know what, I can't.
Long nipples, small back. Size 11 feet.
I just got that vision. I can't get it out. Oh my god.
Roll cut.
You broke that.
I can't with you. But like now I'm sitting here thinking like they said 270 days they have to sell it or they'll just ban it all
The
together.
TikTok creators are shaking in their boots. Back to YouTube. I love YouTube.
I feel like they just want to say, fuck it, if you're going to do this, I'm going to ban it all together. I'm just going to stop the app flowing into the U.S. anyway. So I feel like that's what happened. But also, I kind of feel bad for the people who use TikTok for their income.
Well, the thing is, I didn't know about that TikTok money. I didn't know about that it stays inside a thing on there and you have to transfer it. I would never keep my money on there. Y'all crazy. But also, do you think the U.S. is going to... I think this is what will happen. The U.S. is going to make their own TikTok type of company. It's going to be the exact same type of thing, and everybody's going to go on there. And or YouTube Shorts is just going to be flooded because TikTok-esque things are around. Like you have your Reels on Instagram, you have your Shorts on YouTube, so that's just going to be flooded more. But I do think it's unfortunate, even though I wasn't a consumer of TikTok, I never had a TikTok. Of course, I see TikToks on YouTube and on Instagram, like I see them. But I just feel bad at the fact that, I don't know. To me, it's just nuts that they're using their propaganda.
There's like millions of people going to lose access to TikTok because of this. And it's just like, well, damn, like, what's going to happen? Or how we going to, how they want to make their money, because they were like, there's a lot of people rely.
There's a poll. We're still taking.
And the whole...
I felt like a lot of people rely on TikTok.
They do. But TikTok has definitely been helpful in things like the genocide going right now and like being able to show information that will be blocked by other channels. Like it's been pretty revolutionary when it comes to that. People be on TikTok and everything, politics. To me, I think, why would I download this shit? But politics, information, child care, things about autism, things about how to flavor your fucking water so it tastes better. Like TikTok. But the thing with me is TikTok, sometimes it's too fast. But I know that they have longer videos now and they have TikTok live. But it's just, you know. And it's not going to affect me, really, but I feel bad that it will affect other people. That's pretty much it for me.
That's everything.
Okay, well, this has been episode number 32. As always, if you like what you see and you hear, please make sure you like, subscribe, rate, and share the podcast. But anyway, until next time, this has been your guy, Mo Love.
This is Avery.
And this is Jasmine.
We We are out this bitch. We will holler at y'all next time.
Yeah.